Yeah. They mad, they hate, and irritated. Wow. Close your mouth, you can save it without a doubt. Yeah. You won't claim it, you is a slouch. Live in your mom's basement. They mad, they hate, and irritated. Stop complaining.
What it do? What it do? It's your boy Lifeline. Lifeline presents, bringing to you GOAT messages. We got Benny Blanco in the house. How you doing, B?
Yo, I'm feeling good, man. What's going on?
Ain't nothing, man. Seb is stuck in traffic right now. So when he chime on in, he'll chime on in, but we can't wait because we're not only going to be in traffic. So we're going to get right into it as far as the Game 5, NBA Finals. Shea had a great game, and Jalen Williams had an even greater game. He put a 40-piece up. You know what I'm saying? And nobody in Indiana had no great game. It's you know, how you feel about it? Did you watch the game? Did you rewatch the game? Or you just check the stats and stuff?
I checked the stat and number one stat. Let's just get to it.
Okay.
Halliburton, 0 made free field goals.
Yeah.
Okay, so now apparently he's playing hurt or whatever it might be. But you listen, 0 made field goals, you're not gonna win that way. Like I'm not saying that the guy has to drop 30, no, because he's a point guard and he actually looks to pass.
Mm-hmm.
But 0 made field. All he hit was a couple of free throws. That was it for the game. I don't know how many minutes he played. But I think he was up there in minutes as well. But that's not gonna do it. So forget about that game. I went to sleep at halftime, so then the next day I saw the rest of it. I was like, I didn't know Jay Williams was in the last 3 games he was 25 plus.
Yeah.
Because I was sitting there and I gotta go talk to my man because I was telling my man, I was like, yo, it's about time he had a good game. He hasn't been doing nothing. I guess he's been doing it quietly.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, and right now, you know, I'm going to my stat man situation. Hold on, we got a text going on. Okay. So check it out. I'm going to my stat man situation. So stat man right here. Siakam is averaging 20 points, right? He's leading the team in rebounds with 7. He did that in the last series. So averaging 20. Halliburton is averaging 15 for the series. Turner's averaging 13. Mathurin is averaging 12. Obi Toppin 11. McConnell 11. Neesmith 10. And Nembhard 10. So they got 8 players in double figures, which is good if your stars was doing what they supposed to do. So we're going to stay on Indiana. I'll read the other guys' stats later. You know, I was trying to think of something like, what do I really feel about this? I got 2 titles I was going to use. You tell me which one you like. Okay? Pacers stars need Viagra or daytime Pacers. And I'll explain. The Viagra one, the stars ain't coming to go hard. You know, Viagra hard. They ain't going hard. First of all, they not shooting. They not even, like, these guys is not even aggressive. And I'm trying to wonder, is it OKC? Is it OKC defense, or is these guys just don't want it that bad? Because right now, in the last game, Jay Williams shot 25 times, right? 25 times. Siakam and Halliburton didn't shoot 25 times together.
Oof.
And for this series, what's that? SGA is averaging 23, almost 24 shots a game. Siakam and Halliburton together is averaging 26 27 shots a game. So your top guy is almost shooting better than your next two stars. So that's why I say they didn't come to go hard. Both of these guys should be shooting close to 20 shots per game. Hit or miss, make or whatever. Your team is holding their end of the bargain. The stars is not. And that's why I said either Pacers stars need Viagra because they need to go hard, or the daytime Pacers, because in the daytime, the stars you can't see the stars. And
No doubt.
now in this series, I don't see the stars for Indiana. I do not see them.
Doubt.
Siakam
No doubt.
He's playing good, but he's not doing enough to make the, like, you gotta sometimes say, you know what? We're going to win on what I do. Somebody got to put the I in win and stop saying there's no I in team. Put the I in win. Take it to be accountable. Be like, you know what? We're going to win because of me. And right now, I don't see that on Indiana side.
All right. Halliburton, again, I see his game, and he's like a point guard, man. Like I'm telling you, the more I see him play, he's more like a traditional point guard that's looking to pass. And I'm pretty sure in the regular season he put up big numbers, but that's not really him. And Siakam is a good player. He's capable of dropping 30 or whatever. But like you said, is he that guy that wants to be like, you know what? I'm putting this on my shoulders tonight. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's that. So then that's why they need that third guy. So Naismith, which killed us. Naismith got to step up. And Obi Toppin and all these guys have to make up for the void of Halliburton. He's going to look to pass.
Yeah.
And this reminds me of LeBron. Early LeBron in the clutch, he would always make the right play. I mean, you got to give him credit. He made the right play, and most of the time he'll just pass it to the open guy instead of making something happen and doing it on his own.
All right, let me ask you a question. You remember the year that Seattle Seahawks passed the ball, right?
Oh, man.
Instead of running the ball. What's the coach name? You might not, I don't know the coach name off top.
Yeah.
But check it out.
I watched that. I remember it clearly.
Okay, but the rumors was that he wanted Russell Wilson to be the star. He didn't want the running back to like win the game and be the star. So therefore, he let Russell Wilson pass. And right now, this is what we're seeing with the Pacers. It's like Rick Carlisle want Halliburton to be the star. Because if Siakam is supposed to be your better scorer, you got to feed him the ball. He can't have no game less than 20 shots. Anything less than 20, you didn't use your guy. And right now, I noticed in the fourth quarter, you not giving him the ball. And Seb, I wish Seb was here because Seb picked OKC. And we picked Indiana. And me and you was leaning towards Halliburton being the guy. But these last games I'm watching, Siakam got a better offensive game. Siakam played defense and he grabbed rebounding. Don't get me wrong. Halliburton is the better facilitator and Halliburton make big shots. But Halliburton also be missing. He gets missing.
Right.
So right now, I'm wondering, do Rick Carlisle, why is he not feeding Siakam? Because Siakam is making good plays, passing the ball out. He's making plays. When you give him the ball, he put his back to the basket. He's making the plays. He's not making bad plays. But I'm just wondering, is this team, since Halliburton was there first, are you still focused on it being Halliburton team instead of Siakam team? How you feel about that?
I think Rick Carlisle is a really good coach. At the end of the day, he'll make the right decision. regarding that. My opinion, if you're gonna let Harden be the player that he is, then you could just gonna let him be a point guard because that's what he really is. And naturally, he'll score buckets just playing that. But I think his natural position is like a point guard
Oh yeah, yeah.
because he's always looking to distribute.
Oh yeah, he's definitely he led the league in assists 1 year, so he's definitely the point guard. It's just
Right,
that I think they put a lot on him because they don't have no player that have
right.
they don't have no third option, and that's why even with the Knicks, and I hate to go to the Knicks, but we had four players that got it in. Like these guys, Halliburton averaging 15 in the finals, unacceptable.
Yeah.
All these turnovers he's averaging, unacceptable.
Okay. Now that you hit it right on the nose. So I watched until halftime, right?
Hmm?
I watched until halftime, and it was a struggle for Indiana. Why? Turnovers.
Hmm?
The turnovers was killing these cats. And
Yeah.
it just reminded me of watching the Knicks. This was bad. The turnovers was leading to points, and that only leads to disaster.
Yeah. Because right now, Indiana's averaging almost 18 turnovers a game, while OKC is averaging 12. And
Oh,
yeah, and Halliburton is averaging 4 turnovers a game. So he's averaging 7.2 assists and 4 turnovers. And my thing is this: you didn't watch the game. I watched the game. I told you, I'm like, I know the breakup is coming soon. So I sit there and
mm,
watch every game because I only got like 1 or 2 more games left. So I'm gonna watch it till I'll be tired at work. Whatever I'm doing, I'll be tired, so be it. But when it comes to the game, I watched it. The turnovers was so bad, and then McConnell was playing so good. I don't even know why in the second half they didn't play more of McConnell, or I would say the fourth quarter. When Halliburton wasn't doing nothing, why you still started him in the fourth quarter over McConnell when McConnell he kind of led y'all back in the third quarter to keep it close.
mm.
Yeah.
So I the major clip also. So it was 95-93 OKC 95-93
Mm-hmm.
fourth quarter. Um, more than half of the time already. So I forgot how much time was left, but not that much. They go on a 21-8 run. That's demolishing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's demolishing. You're down two, and then the team goes on a 21-8 run.
Yeah, and I watched it. I watched it. And it came off of turnovers, and then Indiana couldn't get a stop. When I say Indiana couldn't get a stop, Jay Will and SGA had their way with him. Jay Will was looking like a slim, the first Houston James Harden. Like James Harden first season at Houston. Like we knew he could play, but his first season at Houston was like, oh. Second season he was getting crazy, and that's how he looked. He looked like he could do whatever he wanted to do, and nobody could stop him. And that's how Jalen Williams was looking, and SGA was just picking his shots. He was just
Right.
picking his shots. He shot whatever he shot. He only shot 21 times. He might have been 14 or 20, whatever he was. He was just picking his shots. He was just pick whatever he wanted to do. He was hitting fadeaway after fadeaway. He was giving everybody fadeaways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Jalen Williams. So it was a big game. And then Holmgren didn't even have a good game, but it didn't even matter.
Right.
When you
I
got
like Hogan a lot though.
Yeah, when you got two guys giving you 70, I mean, we look at this. They gave 70, and then the other two stars didn't give 30. What's going on with that picture, B?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's not gonna do it. I don't know how hurt Halliburton is, but listen, come Thursday, right? Next game is Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I expect if they play, put it like this: if you're hurt, then don't fucking play. Right? Don't play. Because maybe somebody else could come in, and you never know, they'll have a good game. But you got to perform. I'm expecting. Listen, I'm still going for the Pacers in the next game. This is a pride game. Now you're playing for pride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, to be honest with you, I want the Pacers to win. And I know they're capable, but I just don't know if these dudes going shoot it up. It's like and I don't know if they won't let, because Siakam had 28 points. So he had a decent game. Siakam was 9 for 15. But my thing is like this: you shooting 60%, but why you didn't shoot enough? You understand me? You had 28 points on 15 shots. I mean, you was efficient. So why you didn't shoot enough? Like, when did you feel like, and then the sad thing about it is this: these guys he was the only starter with double figure shots in the game. No other starter shot more than 9, and that was Neesmith. And then Halliburton shot 6 field goals. Hear me out. Not 6 field goals for the quarter, 6
For the
field
game.
goals for the game. Now,
Do it.
is they playing possum? Is Halliburton want to go to Indy and win the game and then take a game? I mean, what are they doing? Is they trying to put the theatrics in? What are they trying to do? Because I'm not understanding it. And you got guys on the bench. You got Toppin shot 11. McConnell shot 14. He was 8 for 14. And then you got Magdarin. He shot 11 times. He was 2 for 11, but at least he tried.
Right.
He tried.
And I saw that too.
Yeah, like these guys is not like Magdarin had 4 shots less than Siakam. And he only played like 22 minutes. So he shot like every 2 minutes. He was putting it up. Every 2 minutes, he was putting it up. And that's the whole thing. So he took 11 shots. And that's the whole thing. I feel like right now, if nobody, I'm wondering who's their mentor. I want to know what Reggie Miller did in his finals.
I'm about to say Reggie Miller.
How many shots did he take? Because at the end of the day, the game is about who got the most points. You got to help your team get points to win. And you got to stop the other team from scoring. I just feel like Indiana right now, I don't know, they defeated because I'm like, the way these shots is going on right now, like Halliburton getting like Siakam get like 14 shots a game, and Halliburton getting like 12, 13 shots a game. Like in the finals, we on game 5, and you shooting 12 times. Is it really OKC defense? Do you think it's OKC defense, or these guys not being aggressive enough?
So again, in the first half, it seemed like the defense was too much for Indiana. Look, you know how many times I'm watching it, and they're at half court trying to run some shit. Half court. And then like 12 on the shot clock. So they pressured them the whole way up. Now they're at half court. They haven't even got to the free throw line. Nothing. Court trying to run something, and at that point, Obi Toppin went back court. I said, "What is happening here? This looks like some high school stuff, man. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, it was bad." So again, I don't know if Halliburton's hurt. I don't know. They ain't talking about it. If you on the court, you got to play.
And I'm with you. And if you're not helping a team, somebody gotta somebody gotta say something.
Right.
And if you that hurt, then play off the ball, be a distraction or something.
You can do that.
Yeah, let McConnell, since McConnell was heating up, I don't know why McConnell didn't play most of the fourth. Because Like he got the second most points. So and you needed points. Like
Yeah.
y'all lost by not getting enough points. But let's stop this for a second, right? Because I'm gonna come back to the series, but I'm gonna ask you something about the Knicks right now. Matter of fact, no. What about what's Memphis guard? What's the guard name? The one that got
Right.
traded. What you say? Not Morant, the other guard.
Oh, what's his name? The
Got
what is it?
traded. I can't.
Yeah.
He got
Bane.
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 And you talked about Bane earlier this year. You talk about you can't trust nobody with short arms like that. You know what I mean? You was killing Bane. But how do you feel about that trade with Orlando?
Well, listen, man, listen. Orlando is tough, man. Like I watch every Knicks game, right? And Orlando got a bunch of guards. They're tough. They're grimy. And he just gonna add to that with all those guards and all that. So he's gonna help them, believe it or not. I mean, he gives up height, but he's scrappy, man. But the short arms, man, I don't know about the short arm thing, man. Like a
Yeah,
little dinosaur and shit.
they got rid of Cole, so it's kind of surprising because Cole could be his own point guard. I like
Oh
Cole.
shit. They got rid of Cole?
They got rid of Cole Anthony and Caldwell Pope.
Oh man, I like Cole.
Yeah, so he went there. And it's just what I said. When we was talking early in the year, we was talking about Minnesota. I don't know, it was after the finals that we saying like they have these two small guards, you know?
Mm,
And a lot of teams don't realize it's cool on offense, but it's bad on defense,
right,
because a lot of these small guards can't check nobody.
right.
They get caught up in the picks and the switches and get killed. So right now,
All day.
Caldwell Pope going to Memphis is gonna be good, but now they question it is they're gonna keep Morant. Like, and I don't really know who would want Morant with his baggage.
Right.
Yeah. So what you feel about you think they have suitors for Morant?
Um, because he's so young, some I think some organizations are willing to take a chance because he's so young. Or if you're a desperate organization, you'll definitely take a chance. But not too many people are fucking knocking on the door. Believe me, that's a big risk with everything else. Um, he's a talent. He's a super talent.
Yeah.
Um, he needs to work on his jump shot, but he's a scoring point guard like AI. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
And
Scoring point guard, athletic, like ridiculously athletic. Like if he were just to keep the off the court stuff under control, you know what I'm saying? Have a like you say, maybe some type of mentor, somebody to be like, yo, I'm here to look out for you. I'm not gonna let you get into shit. Like, I think he'll be okay and he'll keep growing.
yeah, I hope so. I mean, if he stay there, because they still got Jaren Jackson, they still got Jackson. So, and with him and Morant, and then with Caldwell Pope and Cole, so they got a backup point guard with Cole. So they picked up enough pieces to kind of carry them. Jackson is a good piece. If he get healthy, everybody get healthy because Morant was hurt a lot this year. But I was just thinking, like, if he had to go somewhere, like you might have Brooklyn. I mean, because he ain't going to Toronto. Like, there's certain teams that probably could use him, but and then I did think about this. Let me ask you this scenario: Morant for Green in Houston.
Mm,
You know, so because I think Houston they not done with him, but I think when the playoffs came, I think Morant didn't have a team, and right now with Houston, he would have a team.
Right. Definitely. Houston's on the rise. They made the playoffs. They
Yeah.
made noise.
So they got a team. All right. Now we get to the KD situation.
But hold up, because I don't know if you've been hearing. There's a lot of rumors now that the Knicks is interested in Jackson.
I didn't hear that.
A lot. They're trying to pair Jackson with Towns and think that we can make noise in that aspect. But I definitely is picking up some buzz.
Well, with that one right there, I like that better than even. Well, I like that better than KD. And not better than Giannis. Because we know Giannis is a better player, but I think it's more realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe Memphis is trying to tear down and start over.
And the coach is going to be the first coach to interview for the Knicks job. I didn't know if you knew that either. The Memphis coach, Jenkins.
Mm.
He coached Memphis. So he already knows Jackson well.
Now Jackson will be real good for us. Because that means we'll have a big guy, but who we will lose to get Jackson?
Probably Mitch. They're going to do away with Mitch. They'll take Mitch's contract because it's going to be expired in a year. And that's what a lot of teams like, expiring contracts.
But they got to get something in return.
Oh, and Bridges. Throw Mitch and Bridges.
Okay. I don't know if Brunson having them get rid of Bridges.
Hey, listen, man. Forget all that Cinderella bullshit, man. Fuck that. Come on now. We need a chip, man. We need a chip.
Hey. They said that well, let's get to the Durant situation right now. All right. So with Durant they shopping him around and they trying to bring him to the Knicks right now. Or the conversation about he wanted to come to the Knicks, but the Knicks wasn't interested. For them to put that out, why you think they put that out? Because you didn't have to say that.
If it's real, I was a little surprised by it, honestly, because if you're a basketball team, Kevin Durant is a talent.
Yeah.
And you got to at least look at it. You know what I'm saying? But they were straight up like, nah, we're good. I don't know if that was like in the past, negotiations were bad, or being petty at KD because he was always like taking shots at the Knicks.
Mm.
But it is what it is, and it seems like that's what it is. So we got to move forward. I'm actually intrigued at the Jackson thing a lot. If that really is true, I kind of like that.
I think if the Jackson thing is true, they're gonna lose Anunoby. I think if the Jackson thing is true, they're gonna lose Anunoby.
I mean, Bridges was the one that was mentioned. Maybe both. I don't know, but you could be right.
Yeah, I just don't know if Brunson is gonna co-sign Bridges not being there. That's gonna be rough.
What if we get DiVincenzo back? I heard a lot of shit about that DiVincenzo might come back.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you something that's real. If we don't get Giannis, hold tight. Hold tight and get some mid-level guys. Get DiVincenzo. Get you a big man that's like a topping type of player.
Yeah, man. Somebody that looks at the basket.
Yeah, get you an athletic big man. But right now, we don't need to plunge into nothing else. We just need to run it back and let these guys who just lost, the Pacers just like the sad thing about it is this. This team is not the team that lost against the Pacers last year. So therefore, all the players don't have that hurt. Mm-hmm. All the players didn't go through that. Right. A lot of players is no longer here. So right now, let them bond together right now, because now Cat got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Cat feeling the pain. He got knocked out the play. They could smell the finals.
Right.
Brunson could smell the finals. Bridges, Anunoby, all these guys, Hart could smell the finals. You know,
Right.
Hart didn't show up in the Eastern Conference Final. So let these guys think about this in the offseason, come back and redeem themselves. Get a couple of more pieces. Because right now, you got a hell of a starting five.
Right. Right. And that's the thing. So maybe making the move to the coach was actually maybe necessary, because it's been the same old thing in the playoffs. Guys looking like they just run out of gas. You know, the last 2 years, guys just either got hurt or just ran out of gas. So maybe you need some fresh air. The squad is good. If you can add some pieces, fine. Again, all the moves that Leon and Wes has made, they've been legitimate moves so far. So you gotta kind of like trust the process.
Yeah, but and that's why I said, that's why even when we was talking about KD early in the year, I was like, nah, like he might mess up what you got. It's like you already built something. We just don't have enough time. And a team that beat us has the roster they had for a while. Like
True that.
Steph been there a couple of years. These guys been here a couple of years. Turner been here for a few years. Halliburton been here a few. Halliburton came from Sacramento, so they got players that been here for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
So how about we stop putting new teams together and keep getting mad because they don't do nothing and don't realize this a new team.
Yeah.
So right now, I want them to run it back so bad. The only way I would break up anything is for Giannis. Anything else to me to break up the main four doesn't make any sense. We just add to our four.
No doubt. There's a couple of interesting pieces out there, like the guy Trent, Gary Trent. He's like a guard slash small forward, but he can shoot the ball. He's aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like when Bridges don't want to goddamn look at the goddamn basket, take his ass out, put this dude in. He's looking to shoot.
Oh no,
You know what I'm saying?
I know Gary Trent is.
Yeah, yeah. So his name is being mentioned around. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? There was another one. There was another one. But you know, guys that are gonna look to shoot is what we need, man.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Seb was talking about we don't have no 3-point shooting, and that hurt us too.
That's
That
what I'm saying.
And I think that we're gonna have to. I was talking to my man Reggie today, my man Quick, and we was talking, and we both agreed the Knicks didn't have another person to handle the ball. Like I said, Josh Hart do it, and Bridges can do it because he did it in Brooklyn. He can do it, but
Yeah,
Brunson,
he
Brunson
was looking kind of shook.
Yeah, Brunson handled the ball so much this year, it kind of wore him down. And then when we was playing Indiana, they was picking them up quick, picking them up early. So he had to work so hard just to get into the offense.
Too much, man. Too much.
Yeah. Tell me what you think about this. I was talking to my guy today, right? Me and Quick was talking. We was on the phone earlier talking, right? And I think I was listening to First Take, and it was getting on Giannis, right? It was getting on
Okay.
Giannis talking about like if he just won one championship is a disappointment because how great he is. I don't necessarily agree, because a lot of moving parts. And right now, people don't realize it's hard to win a championship. And then when you're not a big franchise, is even harder to win because you got to almost have great coach, great players, great organization. There's so many things that has to happen for you to win a championship. But this is what I came up with. I want to know what you think about this. And it's not even LeBron hater stuff. I'm not too sure how many seasons LeBron. I will tell you once I let you read, say what you're gonna say. I think LeBron right now as a Laker is probably the most disappointing Laker I've ever seen. Nah, just think, bro. Just think. Just think.
You're going back into like Laker history.
Not just Laker history. I'm just saying because every Laker we knew that's that great. Because LeBron is great.
Right.
They won more.
Correct.
They won more. Even when Kobe had to get Gasol. And we both, I think Anthony Davis was better than Gasol. They had
Right.
pieces.
Davis was more talented. And they were both talented.
Yeah.
But yeah, Davis was the better player. But Kobe and Gasol together, or Kobe made that connection work to where they'll destroy anybody.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. And they got the right pieces. So I don't know if we blame the GM about this. I don't know. But right now, hold on. It say, hold on. I don't know how true this is right here. I be hating Google. But it say Knicks Grizzly reports drop after major NBA trade. So okay. Yeah. I have to read up on this later. So this is going back to what you was talking about. This was going back to what you was talking about. Yeah, I'm not even gonna read this right now online. Yeah, because I'm trying to see what's going on. But one thing I'm gonna say with this, because I'm trying to look at LeBron's stats. So I want to know how many years he been a Laker. Because it's important. Because Kobe and Shaq, even though it's Kobe and Shaq, but it didn't take them that many years to win championships and not a ship, you know? And that's the
Okay.
whole thing. So with LeBron right now, and even with getting the NBA leading scorer for the following year, and the guy that went to the finals the following year, you know? Even after doing that, you get this guy. Like, who gets that guy? Who?
Right.
And you supposed to be one of the greatest ever, if not the greatest ever to some people. Who
Right.
gets the NBA leading scorer? Who gets the Western Conference Finals MVP? Well, the Western Conference, yeah, the Western Conference Finals MVP. Who gets that? So right now, I want to pull up LeBron
But
James.
that's the thing too, though, because it's like when that went down, right?
Uh-huh.
Like how did LeBron James feel about that whole thing
What you mean?
with Luca coming over?
Mm. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really see too much camaraderie there with them. I mean, he's a professional. They playing it out. It's all good, but I don't know if LeBron was that crazy about that.
Yeah, it's 7 seasons, bro. 7 seasons
7 seasons, what?
as a Laker.
No way.
Yes, man.
I
Yeah.
feel like he just got there.
2018-19, he got there. 2019-20, they might have won a championship then. 2021, 21-22, 23, 22-23, 23-24, and this final season, 24-25. Yep.
They won that. They won the championship in the bubble.
Yeah, exactly.
I watched that shit.
Exactly. And this was his lowest season ever, yo. Except for his rookie year. Like
He
averaging,
needs to retire.
what you say?
He needs to retire.
Hey, it still wasn't bad. He still averaged 24-4. But my thing is this. I mean, how you feel about what I'm saying, bro? I'm asking you a question. Do you feel like in 7 years, by him being as great as he is, do you feel like and the thing about it is it's not even Western Conference Finals type of stuff. I could deal with like, no, we talk about like not making the playoffs, getting knocked out in the first round. It's been a lot of things being in the play-in.
Right.
Like, come on, like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah, man. He's I see your point, and it's a good perspective there on it. Because as far as all the other Laker greats, winning was always at the forefront.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it hasn't been a lot of winning or any winning. I mean, there were games, but not in the playoffs or any playoff runs
Yeah, and that's the thing.
since
Jerry
he's
West,
got there.
yeah, like Jerry West, like they was still going to the finals. They was losing, but they was going to the finals. They was having a hell of a run. It's just they was run up against Boston. Boston
Right.
was so big at the time. So right now, I just feel like with LeBron, and we could say because he's older, we could say because he's this, because he that, but we still have to hold it together and say it is what it is. And that's why sometimes I hate to see my greats play that long because
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, your name right now, LeBron name is bigger than his game.
Yep.
You know,
Definitely.
he's still great enough to get his numbers, but his numbers ain't producing nothing. And that's how I feel about KD. And that's why I didn't really care about KD coming to the Knicks.
Mm.
So I feel like he doesn't always bring the best. He's not the best locker room guy,
Yeah.
you know?
Definitely.
So he has different ways with him. And sometimes it could mess up what you got going on.
Right.
So no matter how much he been my favorite player for like 14 years, but reality is right now, I hate to say this, man, because it's disrespectful on a lot of ends. It's
Hmm.
disrespectful on a lot of ends. Is him and LeBron, are they like mellowish? Yeah. Or they call mellowish where they get in numbers
Oh,
but not wins. Because
yeah.
Melo gets you buckets.
Absolutely.
He gets you buckets. He gets you
Yeah.
buckets. It's gonna be great when he do it. He is pretty. He get the his game is like he could score all over. But when it come to wins, that's where things get different.
Listen, it's funny you said that because that's the one thing uh I was explaining to my wife because she watches a lot of the Knicks games with me, and it's like great player, great talent. I got nothing against Melo at all. Love the guy, but he doesn't play the game to win. I think he plays the game to showcase what he can do. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry to say he's not. I wouldn't want him on my team if I want to win the game. There's other players that everything is winning for them.
Wow.
And yeah, you're right. So he might these last years or maybe this whole stint with the Lakers, that might be him. He just like boosting his stats, trying to catch Kareem, which I think he did already. I don't know what else he's trying to do, but yeah, no win.
Yeah, and even with KD, and that's the sad thing. Him and KD, and even Steph Curry, they got knocked. Steph Curry at least made it to they got through the first round. You know, they did beat Houston. They got oystered in the second round, but Steph got hurt, so we really don't know how that thing would have went. But the whole thing of it is like these guys is older, and it's like right now you're getting handled. You know, you're getting handled. You still produce it. So they talented enough to still get numbers,
Right.
but they're not opposing their will on the game no more. And that's why they keep trying to get all these players. And you know, the funny thing, Mike was like that when Mike went to the Wizards, right? Mike still, of course, it was retired Mike on the second run, but Mike, you know, he looked good, but he couldn't do it no more.
Yeah.
He was able to win games, just not like series and going to playoffs and stuff like that. But the funny thing about it is this, but he didn't want to play with better players. See, Mike was kind of, he thought like he
Yeah.
could do it. He felt like if he gets a rhythm, he could still do it. And I respect him for that. You know what I mean? Because he didn't try to get everybody on his team to do it. These guys nowadays want everybody. They want
Right.
everybody. They want everybody. And then they don't want a lesser role. So right now, LeBron and KD got to realize like I should be getting 14 shots. Like I'm in my 20th season. I don't need 17, 18 shots no more. Like
Right.
let other players do what they do, and then we get to the playoffs, then I could show you what I could do. But let the other guys get the bulk of the shots. But the only thing that's going to hurt these guys is because it's going to mess up their average,
Right.
you know? And LeBron and KD has the best averages going on in the NBA right now. These
Yeah.
guys, it's 15. Both of them have 25-point games, like 15, 25-point seasons, like 15 years of that. No other guy in the league got that type of situation.
Dang.
Like 15 years of averaging 25 plus. And LeBron got it like he might have 20 years. He got 20 years of averaging 25 plus. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Seb is not here, so I'm gonna go back to the finals. Let's wrap up the finals real quick, unless you got something you want to talk about. But I'm gonna get to OKC. You know, OKC is gonna be a problem for years to come. Right now, everybody gonna have to figure out how to stop OKC. If OKC finish and win this championship, even if they don't, everybody in the West got a problem. Everybody in the West got a problem. Shea's a problem. And Williams is
Yeah.
a problem. And
Yeah.
Williams is right now, Williams is probably not the best two-way player because it's probably Giannis. It's probably Giannis. But he's in the top 5 best two-way players in the league.
Mm.
He's a hell of a defender, and he can score on every level on the floor.
Mm.
So right now, OKC gonna be a problem. And right now, OKC, Halliburton is averaging, not Halliburton, Shea is averaging 32 in these finals. Williams is averaging 25. The top 2 scores is on OKC. So right now, Indiana has a problem. What do you feel like Indiana need to do to get a win?
Well, like we said, it's gonna they have to show up defensively first. They have to eliminate turnovers. I mean, like, forget about they just can't turn over the ball. And just they have to keep attacking. They have to attack these guys. You know, Nate Smith, he needs to get more shots up. Nimrod, he needs to get more shots up. They can't just rely on Siakam to take them home. And when Halliburton's at his best, he's getting all these guys involved, but obviously he's struggling.
Yeah.
So he needs to get back to his normal self. They need to eliminate turnovers. And you know, on the defensive end, they have to show up.
Yeah, I everything you said, I agree. And I just feel like these guys gotta want it. it seemed like these last two games they didn't want it, and and I don't know if it's the OKC effect because OKC Denver was the only team, and probably because they got the best player in the league as Jokic. But Denver was the only team that OKC played that I felt like they could win. Minnesota felt like they could win the first two games, and then after that, their eyes looked like they was on booking.com. You know what I mean? They was already reserving rooms and stuff and flights. They was trying to get a package deal. They was looking like they was ready, they was done.
Right, right.
So and then now we're looking at Indiana. It seemed like after game 3,
right, they hit that wall.
Yeah, because Halliburton had game 4 and 5. He had bad games. Now let me ask you this question right now. Do you feel like Halliburton is a superstar?
Well, this series is going to determine that. Again, like, listen, I got to give credit where credit's due. Like, they eliminated us, and I was sitting there like, okay, this guy is good, but he's not that good. Like, I don't see what it is that he does that's that good.
Yeah.
But in the series against us, he had some high scoring games. He hit a lucky shot. That was a lucky ass shot. And I still have the belief that he's not that good, but then there's signs of it. There's signs.
Okay, so what do you consider a superstar as? Because Magic said a few things. Everybody has their determination of what a superstar is.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you because I don't think he's a superstar. I believe he's a star. I don't believe he's a superstar, and I believe it's only you can't have a league. The best player on every team is not a superstar.
Okay.
You know, you just a star. You an all-star. You might be an all NBA player, but that doesn't make you a superstar. I feel like box office and like Steph Curry, superstar, hands down. You know, these guys like that. Even Ant-Man is closer to a superstar than Halliburton.
Right.
You
right.
know?
Right.
Box office, he's big. He does this. He got the numbers to back him up. He has the wins to back him up. Don't get me wrong. Halliburton this year got the wins, but he don't have the numbers, and it seemed like he takes a lot of days off. He's like a regular working dude. You know, like me, when I'm off, I feel good. I go to work sick. And sometimes Halliburton seems like he go to work sick. Like he's not well enough to play, and that's why his numbers don't be looking good. Like he should have took today off, but he's gonna take it off at work. So Halliburton, a few games, that's what he looked like to me. Like he punched in, but he didn't come to work.
But listen, that's what these playoffs do. So if that's what you are, you're gonna get exposed. So now, what are we looking at? We're going into game 6.
Okay.
We're going into game 6, and right now, you know, you got off to a decent start, but right now against the best of the best, it's not looking good for you. Not even close.
I got
but
you.
listen, I'm still root for the guy, man. I don't like him. I really don't like him. He be out there with the snow bunnies and all that crap. Get out of here.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're not gonna get on. I don't know. It's a disclaimer. I'm from the East Coast. I don't know what snow bunnies. Hey, but check it out, though. Check it out, though. All right. So, and we're gonna go back to OKC. So, what OKC has to do to close it out on Indiana home floor?
All right. Now, what I'm noticing is, I don't know if you noticed, this dude Dort, he's their enforcer.
Mm.
It's not Hardenstein. It's not the other guy, Hartwin, whatever. It's Dort. And he's being physical. And he's intimidating the Pacers. And I can't believe they're going for it. And
Mm.
on top of that, Shea's doing his thing. He knows he's unstoppable. Forget it. Okay, fine. If he's gonna get all these points, you got to lock down everybody else. You can't let nobody beat you to loose balls and all this stuff. But listen, the thing is, any given day, what I'm noticing, because I'm getting to see OKC now. Before I didn't get to see them, so now I'm getting to see them play more games.
Mm-hmm.
Any given day, they have a different dude having an impact on the game. So is that coaching because the coaches put in these players and trust these players and they go in there and produce? Or is it just the players that they got? I think the credit has to go to the coach. One day Higgins is the one having a great game. Next thing you know, Williams lights you up for 40. SGA is having a great series throughout. Caruso's over there wilding out, diving on balls, doing all that. Like they got so many different guys that's like on board for the same goal. So as long as they continue that, they're good.
Yeah, I think me personally, like Indiana had to play, and players play better at home. Role players play better at home. So maybe, but this is the only thing with me with these guys. Halliburton and Siakam, if they ain't shooting like damn near 20 shots, you don't have a chance. You
Right.
don't have a chance. Yeah, because right now you're not matching the other guy's stars.
Right.
These guys is averaging right now. These guys is averaging 57 points, almost 58 points. SGA and Williams, they're averaging almost 58 points. Y'all two is averaging 35. The stars is getting beat down. And the
Yeah.
same thing about it is, bro, SGA averaging 32. Y'all averaging 35. 20 and 15. Man, pull your damn gym shorts up, bro. Like, man up.
I mean, look, if they're not going to do it on the offensive side, then they got to find a way to stop. You can't have them drop 30 on you. Get them down to 20. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do it offensively, if you can't match them offensively, then you got to do something defensively to throw this thing off. Because, like you said, if he's dropping, he's outscoring both of them together.
Yeah, and I think I'm surprised nobody is saying this. Like he's averaging 32.4, 32 point something. They averaging 35 point something. Come on. Like SGA is outplaying both of y'all
Right.
by himself. And Williams is just extra.
Right.
So right now with SGA and Williams, all your guys that's in double figures, SGA and Williams is like averaging more points than like 6 of your guys. 5, 6, they just 2. And
Right.
that's when I say the stars gonna have to show up. The stars gotta have to show up. Ain't no way you're gonna win with your 2 stars averaging 35 points a game in the finals. Ain't no way. And the sad thing about it is you would think Rick Carlisle would talk to them because he won a championship and Dirk played out of his mind.
Right. Right. Well, hey, listen.
Yeah.
There's still a couple of games to go.
No,
Maybe one, maybe two.
Yeah, it ain't a couple. It's one day at a time. They like at the rehab. You know what I mean? They at the rehab. It's one day at a time. You don't put more than one day at a time together. You know what I'm saying? These guys
Well,
are saying a
they're,
serenity prayer right now.
they're playing for pride right now, so
At
let's see
least you
what
home.
happens.
At least you home. And I think that Halliburton played better in front of his dad anyway.
Yeah,
He played
I
better
agree.
in front of his dad. And that's the only thing that I like about Halliburton, but then I don't like. He's very aggressive. He like to talk junk. He like to, he do all this when he's
Right,
winning and when he's up.
right.
He has a different temperament when they down,
There you go.
you know.
There you go.
And that's why people don't root for him. And that's why when people say he's overrated, it's not just because he's not really overrated. He's a good player. He's not a great player, but he's a real
Right,
good player. But I'm saying overrated because his team is so good, they hide his bad games. When
right.
when other guys have to play their heart out. Like Giannis can't take a day off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No doubt.
B, I'm gonna pass it to you, man. I don't have nothing to say, man. I'm I wanted to go to game seven. I'm hoping for a game seven, but realistically, I believe Thursday the season is over.
Very possible.
Okay.
Very possible. But listen, man, when you got a team, if they get together and they sit there and play for pride, forget the X and O's at this point. Play for pride, get the W, and I've witnessed over the years anything is possible in a game seven. I'm letting you know. Like the heavy favorite could sit there and be like, damn, I can't believe we're in a game seven with these bums. But here we are. That start playing into your mind. Start playing into the game.
Yeah.
Um, a jump shot that you just won't even think about it. Now you're like, oh, let me make sure I put extra in, and next you know, you fucking missing the jump shot. Basic shit.
So
Um,
so basically what you're
again,
saying, hold on, let me cut you off. So basically what you're saying is Indiana need the force a game seven.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because over the years, game seven, there, it's unpredictable. It's unpredictable what can happen. Your best player can have an off game in a game seven,
Mm.
and some random dude could catch fire in a game seven. So, um, hey, get it to game seven. Let's see what happens.
That was a good take right there. You made me almost want to see Indiana win now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because the like you said, game seven, whoever wins, win.
that's it.
Whoever wins, win. And like you said, like somebody Robert Ory, he could hit a couple of big buckets.
There you go. This is what I'm talking about. It happens. It happens.
Uh-uh.
So one game at a time.
All right, brother. All right, bro. Hey, I'm with you, B. So now, I'm kind of wanting the game seven right now. I want
I
Indiana
think
to
so.
win now. I
I
really
think so.
don't. I really wouldn't want the season to be over so I catch up on my sleep and everything. Take a couple of weeks off from GOAT metrics and stuff. When the season is over, I'm gonna take a little break and rest up a little bit and write up some better shows with the segments and everything. So get some things going. So we come back regenerated, we can have some fresh topics, some fresh subjects, and we don't have to worry about the day-to-day games. We could just worry about the draft and all of the free agency that's about to happen.
Oh yeah, free agency is going to be crazy. Um, Listen, I'll be watching summer league. I'll be watching those boring ass summer league games. And you get to see the younger guys come up and trying to make it. So yeah, man. Yeah, we'll stay tuned for all that.
All right, B. Well, you have a good one, man. This GOAT Metrics episode, what is it, 29? Yo, we about to hit 30, bro. We about
All
to hit
right.
30. And like people don't realize we just started this and to have like 30 episodes, I don't know when we're gonna do the milestone, but I think every 10 episodes we're gonna say something. But this episode 29 GOAT metrics, Benny Blanca, Lifeline, man. This is the finals. So peace, B. I talk to you later, bro.
No doubt, no doubt. But yo, I gotta make a correction though. It's Benny Blanco with an O.
Benny Blanco.
Yeah.
I've been saying Benny Blanca, huh?
I said Blanca. What's that? Casablanca joint?
And you know the funny thing, when we write your name up, it has that on it.
With an O.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
I went to IS8, man. Come on, man. I Benny
All
Blanca.
good though, man.